Hello, my name is David Smith. Today I'd like to talk to you about the care and maintenance of convertible tops. There's really nothing quite like the feeling of driving a convertible car with the top down. However, many people feel that a convertible tops are too hard to maintain, so they won't buy convertible type cars. Convertible tops are really not that hard to maintain if you know the type top you have and the proper care and maintenance of that top. The first step is to identify what type of top you have. Then identify the products and the processes that you will need to know to properly care for the top. Then you need to clean and maintain the top on a regular basis. You'll then apply a preservative agent, and then one of the ways to avoid problems is by using convertibles properly. The first step is to identify the top. Determine what type of top you have. Most tops are vinyl or fabric, and you can usually reference your vehicle's owner manual. In this case, I used the Ford manual for this Mustang to identify that I had a vinyl type top. You can also check the internet for information. Autogeek.net has a lot of information about vinyl tops and the products that are available to preserve them and take care of them. You may also choose to consult a professional body shop or fabric shop. Once you have determined what type of top you have, there's a lot of different options out there for products to take care of the top. One of the first things you want to do is identify a product that is good for the type top that you have. In this case, I was looking for products for a vinyl top. I was able to go to websites such as supercarcare.net. They had a lot of information about products, different products that were available. They also sell products and recommend products. You'll also need to identify the steps for using those products, and then once you've decided what kind of product you use, then you can identify those steps. You'll also want to make sure that you have the proper materials that you will need to do the job, items such as brushes, rags, spray bottles, that type of thing. You'll also need to make sure that you have access to water if the product you're using requires you to rinse the product off once you're done. You'll also need to go ahead and identify what kind of preservative you need to put on the top after the cleaning and maintenance process is done. Most products need to the cleaning product and the preservation product need to match up. So once you have identified all of the products you need and understand that the process that you'll need to use, it's time to start cleaning and the top and maintaining it. For the product that I'm using, it's a fairly simple process. The first thing you do is you begin the process by completely washing the top with a light brush to try to release any loose dirt and grime. After you've released the dirt and grime, you rinse the top off well and then allow it to fully dry. Then you apply the cleaner in a spray spot, and then using a soft bristle brush, which is good for the vinyl tops. If you're using a fabric top, you want to make sure that you use even a very soft bristle brush since they can't handle the abrasion. Then you just clean in small circular motions. Once you've loosened up all the grease and grime, then you can use a rag to wipe it off. You continue this process over the entire top. Once the top is completely clean, you get a chance to look at it. You may look and see that you have some spots that didn't come clean, so you may have to go back and clean some spots again. Once you've gotten all the spots off, and if your product that you're using recommends it, you'll usually completely rinse all the product off the top. Usually do this with a water hose. After you've completely rinsed it, you'll usually, for the product that I'm using, in most products, you will allow the top to fully dry. Once the top is fully dried, you'll usually apply some type of preservative product. There again, you want to make sure you're getting a product that is recommended for your type top. In my case, this is a vinyl top, and I've purchased a product that's proper for this top. In most cases, you'll either spray the product on or possibly wipe the product on. You always want to make sure and be careful when you're using any kind of preservative or sealer that you protect the surface of the car or clean it up very quickly once you use it. You will apply the product across the entire car. In this case, this one, you spray it on and then wipe. Once you've fully applied the product and allow it to dry, you take a look at the car to make sure that you have fully covered all the spots, that you don't have light and dark spots on the car. After that, once you have completed the cleaning and preservation process, you can take a look at it to see what the product looks like. Finished product, if it looks good, then that's good. There are some key things that you need to remember that will really make taking care of and maintaining your convertible top very easy. One of those things is to make sure that you always try to park convertibles under some type of cover to prevent sun damage. While the product that I'm using and most of the products available have some type of UV protection in them, UV rays do tend to damage tops more than anything. It's also good if you can keep convertible tops out of the rain so that mold and dirt don't have a chance to build up on the top. You should also try to avoid parking under trees or any areas where grit or grime or dirt or tree sap or something like that will get on them. You also want to make sure that you never store a convertible top with the top down. Storing it with the top down tends to create wrinkles that are sometimes hard to remove. Also, if you store it with the top down and it's the least bit wet, it will cause mold to form, and that will often stain the top. You always want to make sure you allow the top to dry with the top up and let it dry completely before putting it down. I hope the information that I've provided you will help you understand what it takes to care for and maintain a convertible top. If you know the type of top you have, you clean it regularly, you use the correct products and use a preservative that's made for the type top you have, the top will last for several years, and it's not much more work caring for the top than it is for the rest of the exterior of the car. There's nothing quite like riding around on a nice day with the top down. I hope everyone gets a chance to experience owning a convertible, and with a little care, they are no more trouble to maintain than a regular hardtop vehicle. I hope this information helps you. Thank you for your attention.